What's going on, Exiles? I just finished blasting for 12 hours pure Path of Exile 2. It was like 18-hour stream, but today's guide will be about Titan and Warrior, the build setup that I used from beginning. As you can see, level 34, Act 2 finished, just entered Act 3. Now, Warrior is pretty, after seeing some of the classes, other classes, Warrior is pretty questionable, I would say. Because like when it comes to skills, I found that I keep still using basic auto attack until level 34, because there is a very good synergy between auto attack and bone shatter, because with one hit of Mace Strike, I proc the primed stun for enemies, which is the like the glowing, the light on the enemy. That means it's primed to stun and just blow them up with shatter, because Herald of Ash also helps you with AoE, but overall, like on bosses, for example, as well, I will try to find it later. You are in close, obviously, with the boss, and you need to use dodge, utilize dodge, and just avoid the attacks, otherwise you'll get deleted. I had no problem in Act 1. In Act 2, same story. It was fine until later in some of the last bosses in the Act 2. And you cannot trade hits, you cannot face tank, you need to dodge a lot. And this is, I have like attack speed gem on auto attack. It's this fast. And for example, the last boss in Act 2, this was just enough to dodge the attacks, right? But it's kind of weird. Like, I don't find any of the slams being like the main ability where you could normally spam and kill enemies with, because you would run out of mana as well. It's just kind of weird. It might change now in Act 3 because there'll be better gems and another tier of skills. But anyways, what I wanted to say early on, especially if you're about to blast, is the first support gem you will get is Brutality, but it doesn't tell you. Like when you click on this uncut gem, there is a show recommendation gems, right? You need to unclick that because a lot of the gems are just hidden behind this. They are not shown in recommended, and the best one to take early on is Brutality. You will see in a second, because that will give you 35% damage increase, multiplicative, because it says more. And if you assign it to the Mace Strike in auto attack, you'll just one-shot every mob, right? Another great thing to consider or keep in mind of is getting the weapon. There is the gem. Getting the weapon from Renly, from the NPC. You can get the very nice weapon there. It costs some gold, but it's not as bad. Or you can try crafting one if you believe RNG. I haven't dropped a single 200 mace for the whole Act 1. I dropped from the last boss, which was amazing, but I accidentally salvaged it because I was way too cooked. So this is just one of the few things here, a few tips. Now, the gems I went with early on is this Brutality. I assigned it to Mace Strike right here. I still keep using it until now, level 34. Also, Martial Tempo, the second support gem I went with, attack speed. And then I proceeded with Fist of War on the Earthquake. Every 6 seconds, ancestrally boosted, which is 20% damage and AoE, area of effect. Overpower is also good for stun build-up. So you basically just, proc Earthquake, you will stun them up, so you could both shatter, blow them up, basically. I assigned Rage here because the rotation is Mace Strike into Bone Shatter. Now, Infernal Cry is the shout you will get as well. Very good for empowering attacks, easy damage gain. I went with more AoE. I didn't have anywhere else to put this at because we don't have enough slots here, enough gems. Maybe Bone Shatter will be good. But Premeditation, also good for damage increase, 15% damage. Armor Breaker, I don't even use. I don't see any like... Not point, but I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable using this one yet. Herald of Ash, this is a game changer. Once you get your first spirit gem, go for Herald Ash. You right click it to activate it. It will reserve 30 spirits, and you will just blow all the packs. Herald damage you do as overkill will be basically exploded, and that's amazing. So when you proc auto attack to make enemies, glow, which is primed for stun, you pop them. You blow them up with Bone Shatter, and this will proc Herald of Ash. It's crazy. Molten Blast, pretty interesting ability. You can play a ranged build with this ability, but yeah, I don't play that. And Leap Slam to Gap Close. Another skill I use for Gap Close is Shield Charge. Very good as well to move around, but I'll just show you on my footage here from the stream. So this was the beginning. Let me fast forward. Like all the bosses were runchy. I just did them in the first try, in the first act. I know a lot of people struggled. Oh, this is my first unique. A lot of people struggled in Act 1 on bosses, especially Draven in the Catacombs and the other boss as well. I also got 4 uniques in the first act. None of them were for my build. Unlucky. I believe I will try to find Draven, but honestly don't even remember where this was at, actually. We got this one, a ritual. This was next zone, I believe. Did I complete the zone this fast? Don't even know. Yeah, but overall, like early on, warrior, there is also one thing that will carry the gameplay early on so much. What you gotta do is basically early on, like I'm talking about Act 1 when you start off, you will take a lot of damage until you get, you know, items and stuff like that. What you gotta do is hold block, literally hold right click and click left clicks, if that makes sense. You will just weave in light attacks and you can easily trade hits. You will take no damage, but you will trade hits where even though you will hit mobs. I did it all the way until I got a proper two-hander, and it's really crazy. It's really good. Like it carries a lot. So this is a little tip early on, because I've heard a lot of warriors but were super struggling early on against bosses and just overall on maps in general. Now King in the Mist, this was pretty fun boss as well. One of the more complex ones with, what's it called, mechanics. I just rolled into it. Don't mind me. I was actually in shock as well. But yeah, you want to always do Infernal Cry into Earthquake to empower the attack, because Earthquake is our like bigger attack since we have Ancestral Empowerment. I'm still playing with like, I'm still getting about the passives, but I will show you the passive tree in a bit. I just wanted to show you some gameplay, some action. This was still lower level, still early on, but big pop right there. Your stun buildup will be absolutely amazing. See, like Rolling Slam, I would love it as a main skill, but it's just so slow. The animation is just so weird, so slow. And also you can get interrupted on the first hit. You will get punished for it a lot, right? Trying to cast this attack. Let me fast forward. This is the Act 2. This is where I was trying the Molten Strike. You can see the ability in action. It could be pretty interesting build, honestly, with more projectiles, because this ability is projectiles. So if there's something you wanna test or play with, you can feel free. This is on one-hander. I had a weak one-hander here, so gotta say the drape of the skills. You see, just basic auto attack. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. My plan though for the build is to go for Sunder. I will be playing Sunder. I also made a video with my plans and thoughts before this game launch in the right up corner. They did nerf Sunder. They added a line where it cannot break armor break, which is big sad, but I'll make it work. Now, there were two things that were absolutely crazy hard to do in this game, for me personally, and that's this trial. It took me 3 tries to complete this. As a melee, you will struggle big time in this trial, because basically how this works, you cannot get hit. If you get hit, you will lose honor. Once you are at 0 honor, the trial is failed. And there is like 10 rooms or something. It's pretty crazy. So don't get hit, right? Easy. But on melee, with so many mobs, and just, you know, especially with rares, there are some rooms where you gotta kill rares. That's painful. That's big pain. So this took me like, I don't know, this was like 2nd try. I think I failed this one. This was the 3rd try. I think I finished this one. I'll try to see. Yeah, there was these rares here. Yeah, you can see the honor, right? You just saw me before a couple seconds. I was almost at full. Now I'm at 22. I mean, that's wild, right? 521. I believe I was fighting a rare that absolutely destroyed my honor here or something. Let me fast forward real quick. I believe this was the, or hit by traps. 501. Now I'm pretty sure it was like 1 MOBA. But yeah, still pretty wild. So this was the, oh, this was the, see, this is the layout. You basically have to go all through these rooms to reach to the an end boss here. And yeah. Which one did I pick here? Is this the one that I cleared? Also, these traps, you gotta avoid them as they are timed. You also gotta be super lucky. Like when you get this timer, you can just wait in the corner, because once this is out, it's gonna despawn all the mobs, so you can proceed on the next one. This was a good run. Well, good run. I mean, good run at first, but yeah. Let's see here. I believe this is the last boss of the trial. You gotta kill as well. But this boss, right, on melee, again, on melee, same goes, that's again with the auto attacks. He is attacking every 2 auto attacks, he's gonna strike you. So you do 2 light attacks with mace strike, and then you dodge on the other side. And these big bosses with their feet, you can get stuck. on their goddamn hands or feet or legs, dude. It's pretty wild. Right, this is the trial. This is the last floor here. The Rattlecage, the Earthbreaker. This is my second try on the boss. Because the first try, I actually got to this boss, but I failed because I had a couple honor. So I'm starting at 489 honor. Do you see that? 489 honor. So you would say, you know, get a lot of honor. We can get hit, you know, we have some reservation. It's fine, right? So the damage on the boss is not that bad, but again, you can see him attacking. You gotta just double attack dodge, or even one attack actually. See, I got stuck there on his goddamn hand. Crazy. But he does this big ass AOE where, see this one right here, this explosion, it's three hits, 3 waves. It's getting bigger and bigger. You cannot get hit by that. So here I'm still at 408 honor. I did underestimate the fight a little bit because I thought that I have enough honor, so I'll be fine if I get hit here and there. But yeah, that almost was not the case. These volcanoes, he's spawning. These projectiles super annoying as well. You see that the honor is getting lower and lower. Oh, it's getting lower and lower, and I ended up with 54 honor, but I still killed the boss, so it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty challenging. Big fan as well because it was harder. Here is when I picked the Titan. You definitely want to go for Titan. I tried I tried 2 versions of the first 2 points because for each trial you will get 2 points. So you pick Titan here, and then you can assign the points in the tree. So first I tried this big one, which is a stun build-up and crushing blows. Crushing blows basically means you will have much easier time stunning opponents, right? So remember I told you the rotation was Mace Strike, Auto Attack, and Bone Shatter. But with this Crushing Blow, it wasn't possible anymore. I played with it for a while. I didn't like it at all, so I unspec'd and went with Aftershock spawns. See right here, I got 40% Aftershocks AoE, but I will show the passive later. Now I will show you the last boss of Act 2 real quick over here. Let me see where we get. Let me see. It took me 3 tries on the boss, I believe. I actually, this area was also pretty difficult. I was so fried at this point. I pulled an all-nighter and yeah. But yeah, the last boss is all lightning. I had to gamble away 10,000 gold to be able to get the right ring with lightning implicit. And even then, it was on the last roll as well, so I almost didn't get in. But let me do it. Was it here? Yeah, this is where I was gambling for the ring, I believe. Yeah, I was checking the vendor. Vendor didn't have anything, so I went to the Gamba. And we like Gamba, right? Random ring, boomed. 5,000, nothing. 5,000, nothing. Third one, nothing. And last one, last 5k for the ring. Oh my days. There it is. There it is, double lightning. Exactly what I needed. I had -5 lightning for this last boss. So I finally did it. The difference was actually pretty crazy. Like resistances go a long way. And yeah, this was the last boss of Act 2. Spoiler, if you don't want to see it, that's okay. But Jamanra, the Abomination, has got a lot of HP. The damage is not too hot right now, right? So as you can see, this auto attack is lightning auto attack. It's quite a lot of damage. And this is quite a long fight, so I was trying to, do my best to not use as many HP potions. So yeah, you just auto attack dodge, spawn earthquakes in between, which I didn't do a good job at. So it's always a infernal cry into earthquake. So now he's primed for stun. Do you see this little light above him? And also look at my HP. I just got hit once by this lightning, yeah? I have 56% lightning resistance, and I got almost deleted. It's melee life for you, by the way. If you guys will see some minion builds, some other builds, yeah, that will be a joke. That will be a joke compared to this, not gonna lie. No excuses, man. Hey, yo, no excuses, but hey, it's just facts, right? So here, this is a pretty awkward mechanic as well, because it's pretty hard to see. This NPC can be either here, in this position, which is easier to see, or it can be down here, which is harder. Much harder to see. So we managed to do that, and then there was a second phase, which didn't happen. I got this boss below half HP, and this mechanic didn't happen. I don't know why before, but now it did. And this one is absolutely crazy. This is my favorite boss, because the mechanics go crazy. Like if you don't have like a lot of damage, and you cannot skip mechanics, then you will see the whole spectrum of the goddamn boss mechanics. It's awesome. It's awesome. You gotta avoid these tornadoes, you gotta avoid all the attacks basically, and this is still fine, but once you get below HP, you'll trigger his like last phase, I believe. So these gates here, lightning, also some, you know, they did some damage to you. Little stun action here. Now the how stun build up works here. I just stunned the boss, but if I was to attack him, you will see orange bar, which means it's gonna be harder to stagger him. After some time, it's gonna run out and it will be normal again. The stun. Well, actually, you can see even like with the stun build up, it's pretty bad, right, on the boss. It takes a lot of hits to stun him, like a lot. I don't know if this boss was actually, but he might have been physically resistant actually. Now that I see, isn't that the icon right here? Physical resistance. I'm still not too sure. I think he's ice. I think he's weak to ice and strong against physical. I'm not too sure. I think that's what it means. But yeah, finally this boss, you know, the mechanics, they kept on stacking and stacking. He kept having proccing more and more. And if this boss will probably be in endgame one of the maps, and that will be crazy. My pet Chimera pet here from Twitch drops, gifting 2 subs, didn't do anything. I'm kidding, pets cannot do anything. But finally, I killed the boss. I was so happy as well because I wanted to go to bed before it. So yeah, I'll take you in the game and let's talk about some of the passives. Gonna take you through it. So that's the first passives I went with. I didn't reset them. So Ascendancy here, I went first, Crushing Blows early on. This is bad. I found that not being able to use Bone Shatter is pretty huge. So I went to get AoE here with slams, and which is very good, and Earthbreaker, chance to get aftershocks because there is a good passive here. Gives you 40% AoE with aftershock, so that's pretty good. Now starting node, I went through here with stun buildup. Stun buildup is my goal. I want to, you know, stun with almost every hit if possible, but there is a prevention to that goes to NACC. Brutal was my next pick here. Now I went actually down here for some survivability, because you cannot all pick damage on the tree. You really need survivability. I tried to utilize that. Maybe that's why I didn't struggle in the X before. Armor, I went with Relentless with some easy generation early on, which is pretty good. The more life you get, the better, right? Now, I moved on to some damage here, finally. I was tempted, since we use Herald of Ash fire damage, I was tempted to go Burning Strikes, but I didn't go for it after all, but it's a pretty good node. So I went down here, I went on this node, and I jumped straight to armor. Given with Polished Armor, pretty good as well, like extremely good. Stun Threshold, you could see me in the fights. I was not getting stunned too often because this is, well, this was gonna make you, you know, be able to free hit, basically, free attack. Next up, I went with 2-handers here, Singular Purpose. I don't like reduction to attack speed, but 5% is fine. Now there's a second weapon set. You can assign a skill separately to 2-hander here, and then even 1-hander. But I only use 1-hander for shield charge for mobility. That's it. I don't use the attack, right? Or back. Next up, I went with AoE Aftershocks. After this, I actually went down here. I picked a beef over here. There's a beefy strength node. Very good. Next up, I went with extra armor again and heat proofing. This is amazing because this applies to fire damage as well. And my next goal, this is my jewel I got. I have no life leech, by the way, so this is pretty sad. But if I can get some life leech, top notch, right? There's a gem for life leech actually. It's hard to get though. So next up, I'm going here for a snake pit because we have jagged ground from earthquake, and I have a gem jagged ground. So you go with this bad boy. Next up, I'm going for Titan's Blood. Now they nerfed this one. It's triple attributes now. It was double before. Now it's triple. So that's pretty unlucky. But I'm gonna go for this one, see if I can make it work, and then I'll probably go either for endurance charges here. They're pretty hard to get, and move upwards here for like mate to last, which is very good. Maybe pick Skull Crusher right here. Or yeah, or go down here. There's some life leech here, like recovery. Bloodthirsty here, for example. It's pretty good, but we'll see if I'll get anything of life leech, not wild pack. This is bad. And down here also, Polymathy, very important. This would probably go to right after Giant's Blood. We'll see how hard it is, because like this maze here is 65 strength. Now triple this, and you would get Giant's Blood. I'm at 1/9 strength, so that's bad. That's not even double. That's bad. That's bad. But let me know if did I miss anything else. I'm not really sure. The stats you are looking for on the gear is HP, armor, resistances, strength as well. But that's pretty much it. Movement speed on boots, amazing stuff. If you get life regen, also good stuff. I got this chest piece, which is amazing too. And on the weapon, you want to get like physical damage flat or percentage. You want to get attack speed. Accuracy is pretty handy too, because I was missing quite a lot before. And on the shield one-hander, don't really play anything. It's just I'm assigning shield charge and leap, so it procs faster. But leap is pretty good. How do you change your skills? So you basically go to armor breaker. This is what I assigned to one-hander as well. My one-hander is number one. This is my two-hander, so I'll only take one-hander. So it's faster attack speed. But yeah, I think this is about it. I will have a full planner. Full planner will be in description. I do them on Mobalytics, so don't worry. It will be everything in detail written down. And I would like to thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Good luck on your journey. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to know anything more. And I will definitely make updated videos, because this is like early builds. So I'll do mid game and then end game as well. But yeah, until next time, you guys have a great one. I stream every day on Twitch and YouTube. When you see this, I'll probably be live. So come through. There's Twitch drops as well. But thank you very much and take it easy. Peace.